All right, what's up, residents? Today we have another special video where we're going to talk about some stuff and things. This time we're going to talk about dinosaurs we want to see in Season 2 of Camp Cretaceous, and I have with me today two lovely guys. Alistair, Klayton, what's up?
Hello.
What's going on, everybody? Let's talk about some dinosaurs.
All right, so yeah, like Camp Cretaceous, the trailer just came out a couple of weeks ago, I guess, for Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And in that trailer, we got to see some new dinosaurs that will be showing up. We got, I guess, Rexy, or the Tyrannosaurus Rex is going to actually have a role to play this time around. We have the Baryonyx and the Ceratosaurus, I believe. But what other dinosaurs do you want to see? You know, there's going to be a lot more than just them. It can be anything too, not just like herbivores or predator dinosaurs or ones from the movies. Who do you want to see?
To always be
Klayton?
herbivores. That's
Klayton, let's
wrong.
start
Hold
off
on.
with you, Dino Man.
Doesn't have to always be carnivores.
I guess,
Exactly,
I mean,
right.
honestly, there's so many to choose from. The fact that they're bringing back Ceratosaurus from Jurassic Park 3 is a pretty big deal. The fact that Baryonyx is going to get expanded upon is pretty cool to me. The one that I actually really want to see that wasn't in the Season 2 trailer is Toro, believe it or not, because he got blown up at the end of Season 1, and if he survived, I do want to see, like, how they're going to handle that dinosaur in the next season. Is he going to be infected? Is he going to get worse off? Is he going to be hiding from predators like the Tyrannosaurus or something?
Yeah,
how are they going to utilize that guy?
God, yeah.
That's a good point, because
Yeah, the T-Rex can smell him. He smells like cooked dinosaur, so he's probably like, that smells good.
cooked meat, cooked chicken. Yeah, like, that would be weird, unless he has some like Wolverine regeneration sort of thing going on, and he heals. I'd imagine, you know, if that was me, if I was that Carnotaurus, I would be like, I'm gonna go hide for a few months until my skin heals. But being not a movie, a TV show or whatever, I think we'll probably see Toro some. He may not come after him, but I would be surprised.
Well,
if he didn't
it should.
show up. He got a
Well,
really
hopefully,
big fan following
if he
this
does
time
come
around.
back, it'll explain whether, you know, it actually is the Carnotaurus from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom as well. So I think it could answer a lot of questions about, you know, how that can connect to that.
Yeah, and that's something we don't know. We don't know how long this
for
season
sure.
2 is going to take place. Are they going to be on the island for a week? You know, the whole season's just going to follow a short bit of time after the kids got stranded, or what? But, you know, since we're kind of keeping right now with dinosaurs that are already in the series that we know about, I'd like to see Blue actually have a role this time around. So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, because
Yeah.
like we just seen like bits and pieces. We've seen them in the very beginning in the raptor pen, and then at the end we see Blue just looking all pretty, standing off in the wild with the other dinosaurs. I'd really like to see her kind of come into play, and I know she might steal a little bit of Bumpy's fame, you know, being like the cute pet dinosaur. But I think that would be a good idea. People love Blue.
Well, I think the difference from, like, I think in Camp Cretaceous, we obviously saw that Blue is hostile to pretty much anyone that's not Owen Grady. So I think if we saw Blue, she would be pretty deadly and pretty violent.
Yeah,
and
pretty,
it would probably be quite scary. And I'd want to see Blue as scary because she is hostile towards anyone that obviously isn't the alpha of the pack. So without Owen there, she would probably be stalking the kids and being like, "Ooh, an easy meal." So I think she probably would be pretty scary.
Well, the thing is about Season 1 is, like, I get why they couldn't do a lot with that Velociraptor and the T-Rex, because in Jurassic World, you know, they're locked up for the most part, and when they're not locked up, they're there for story purposes, interacting with, like, characters from the movie. So, you know, you don't want to screw with canon too badly to the point where people are like, oh, so this isn't actually existent in the timeline. But now that we're done with the fall of Jurassic World, the Indominus Rex is dead. I don't think we're going to see a lot of the Mosasaurus, because those kids would be idiots to go anywhere near the lagoon. So I'd love to see the Velociraptor like chasing the kids at least once or twice. I'd also like to see it, like, how it behaves alone and not in a pack, because we haven't really seen. I know in Fallen Kingdom, like, when Owen goes up to Blue, she's kind of aggressive at him. She's like barking at him, like roaring, and it takes her some
time to recognize him.
Yeah, and even then, like, immediately afterwards, she got shot with a tranquilizer dart. So and then she started to kill somebody. So
Yeah.
we kind of haven't seen a lone raptor act on its own in the wild. And that's actually, in my opinion, it feels like a cool idea. Now, I don't know if they're going to show us anything like that, but it's different.
That would
And it's
be
really weird
really
because the
cool.
first thing they actually showed us, like for the first teaser, was like it was a really well animated Velociraptor, and it's like I can't wait
that
to see
green
that.
one.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, that went nowhere.
Glenn,
Well,
I think
the closest we got to that was the video game bit, the VR bit at the beginning of the series, and he's playing that VR game. I think then he was being chased by a Velociraptor. That's like the only time we kind of really got that, and it's like, oh, that wasn't real. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind to see, like, maybe if it was every episode, or maybe if it wasn't every episode, it'd be cool if Blue was kind of her own character, like it cut away from the kids. Just like we know it's probably going to cut away to the Ben and Bumpy, at least some.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be nice if every once in a while it's just like a minute of Blue doing something. You guys remember, like in the Ice Age movies, there's always
scrap
squirrel, squirrel thing that just like they randomly give him like a minute-long scene of just like, what is he doing and why do we care? But this is awesome. They could do that with Blue. I feel like that'd be kind of
It'd
funny.
be cool if they had
cool.
Blue hunting down like a Gallimimus or something. Or like you start the show off with like some compies eating pizza, and then all of them run away except one, and he looks up and gets eaten by Blue.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Just something
But
cool
it's like
that.
because obviously, as we've seen in Jurassic World, like Blue is a character. She's like they developed her to become just as important as some of the human characters, just like Rexy. So I think it would be such a shame if they just like ignored her completely and just like, yeah, no, she's just a dinosaur, so it doesn't matter, even though she is a fully developing character with like changing
I don't want her to
emotions
be
and
a
all this.
background prop. Like, that's the last thing I want for like a big dinosaur, like a big important dinosaur like the T-Rex or this Velociraptor. I don't want to just watch a scene and then just have her like run in the background and like, oh, there she is for 5 seconds. Because then that to me, that's kind of lame. Like,
She's not utilizing them to the best of their potential.
Yeah, you've built something up. You want to actually, like, you build it up for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to be focusing on this animal. So it'd be kind of like if in Jurassic Park 3, like they had the baby T-Rex like limp like on the screen for 2 seconds, wink at the camera, and like what the hell is that? that's not enough.
Yeah. So all right, we want to see Toro, we want to see Blue. We already know about these dinosaurs, but if I had to pick a random dinosaur species that I'd like to see, I'd like to see the trike or the triceratops get like some more screen time again. I feel like we haven't had any good triceratops Jurassic Park stuff since like the Lost World, right?
Yeah, and that was for like 5
Where it
seconds.
destroyed the camp.
So
Yeah, and for being probably, if not the most famous, top 3 famous dinosaurs, the Triceratops hasn't got much love in the franchise in a very long time. And
do you reckon it has
I'd
anything
love
to do with
see
the
it.
controversy of it maybe not existing? What? Because it's like just potentially a small Torosaurus or something.
Oh, no.
Do you reckon they're
I
like,
don't
maybe
know.
let's distance ourselves because it might not be real?
Nah, no, I don't think Jurassic Park
though,
cares
it's
about
funny.
that. But I don't know.
You bring up Triceratops. There's actually some stuff going on in Poland where they've got some Camp Cretaceous merch, and they've got a Triceratops like size chart. So that could be a tease for season 2, along with
Yeah, I'd like to see the Triceratops. I know Jurassic World's been trying to force these other kind of similar dinosaurs.
the Sinoceratops.
Yeah, they've been
and
trying to throw them at us.
The pseudo.
And like, that's cool. I'm glad those dinosaurs are in the show, the franchise, and all that. But let me see some trike. Like, I want to see the most bad that we know of, the most badass herbivore dinosaur doing something cool. That's just something I want to see.
Yeah. And I hope it's not just
love
them.
to see it fight
I
a
hope they don't
predator.
just come across like a sick one. It's like, yeah, we did that in the first film.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Gosh,
It's like, oh yeah, we get it. That happened in the original. Don't do it again.
Nah, I want to see it fight. I want to see it take on another dinosaur. Just
Or like in a mating ceremony or something like that. Like 2 alphas are like fighting each other.
That's a cool idea.
that'd be really cool too. Like the kids come across like the pack, and it's like the 2 fighting each other off, and they have to explain to it. Like, oh, that's something that might actually happen. Dang, we're on to something. Hit us up, Camp C. But yeah, I guess what's another one? This is what everybody.
Well, on the subject of
loves.
herbivores, I do want to see Stegosaurus again, because we obviously saw them in the Lost World as these massive, almost monsters. But I'd like to see the dynamic of the whole, the whole group of kids trying to figure out how to move around this Stegosaurus that is protecting its baby, like the Lost World, but instead of it's just Sarah on her own. I'd like to see the whole group trying to go over here, or trying to distract it and stuff. So it could be a cool little moment with the Stegosaurus, because we haven't really it's been in the background of Jurassic World. I haven't really. There's not really much that they've done with it.
It's very similar to the Triceratops. Yeah, I think we're kind of craving the same thing, It doesn't have to always be a dinosaur with teeth or claws, It doesn't have to be a predator dinosaur to make it attack people or be scary. And
but having big spiky things is an addition, is a nice plus.
Yeah.
Well, talking about predators, though, they've shown us Ceratosaurus and Baryonyx, but you want to talk about a dinosaur that we haven't gotten anything from in forever. Dilophosaurus.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Yep.
Yeah.
We know it's on the island because in Fallen Kingdom you can hear it hoot when the tech guy is, doing his thing trying to keep the gate open. So, don't you think that they could probably make a Dilophosaurus for Camp Cretaceous, at least for one scene?
Oh, they should make a whole episode, a Dilophosaurus episode.
That'd be great.
I think
that'd be great.
One episode should be the Dilophosaurus attacks or something. That's what the theme of the episode revolves around, how the kids, or maybe even if it's just Ben and Bumpy, because they're all by themselves randomly out in the wild, maybe they come across. I mean, fans of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, whatever the heck you want to call it now, they've been wanting the Dilophosaurus for 20-some years to come back, and it's bizarre how they won't do it. And I know they put the little
the hologram
in Jurassic World, which was cool, but let's see the real thing. And I feel like the cartoon would be a great way to do it, because Dilophosaurus is dangerous, but the way how Jurassic Park made it, it's very theatric. It's very almost cartoony in itself, with the frill and the spitting and all that. I feel like it would
tilting its head.
It would come across really good, because it'd be like, oh, what's this little thing going, making all these clicks and all that, and then it just goes.
Right. Well, here
I think that'd be.
Here's
cool.
the crazy thing: Ceratosaurus doesn't have an ILM model. They had to create that from scratch, unless they wanted to reuse the JP3 one, which doesn't exist anymore, I'm sure. But they made a Dilophosaurus model at ILM because they've got that hologram. And what they've done for this show is they just import their 3D models and they kind of tweak them to make them fit the show. So they could totally do a Dilophosaurus in Camp Cretaceous. They've got the asset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe we could finally see a fully grown one as well, because the Dilophosaurus we've seen have always been quite small, and the chances are, if it does appear in Dominion, it'll probably make it look like it did in the original Jurassic Park. Because if they show it fully grown, they'd be like, well, I don't remember it being that big. So in the cartoon, they could be like, you know what, let's show them something they haven't seen before.
That would be good, because I feel like
Dilophosaurus.
As awesome as Jurassic Park, the original one is, I think 90% of the normal population of people you ask, be like, they think that is what a Dilophosaurus is, when in reality they're 5 times that size,
totally.
20 feet long, 10 feet high. They were giant dinosaurs, and everybody just thinks they're this cute little dog thing that spits and ate Newman. But I think a Dilophosaurus episode would be spot on. That would be exciting.
And imagine it's a baby, they hear the slight, it's only a little one coming out, and they go, oh, it's just a baby, it doesn't even spit yet, and then suddenly,
and then the parents,
its mum comes out, and it's and it's a much lower pitched rattling sound, and it'll be pretty scary.
They got to figure out how to get acid out of Bumpy's eyes.
Oh no, not Bumpy's eyes.
You've got to find some berries to heal her or something.
Yeah.
Klayton wants Bumpy to die. That's what he wants in season 2.
It's got to spit in somebody's eyes.
Bumpy's going to be massive.
Hang in there, Bumpy, just like the poster. I need that poster.
Hey, I look, from a screenwriting perspective, I'm sure it's very alluring to these people. So
well, it's a good thing we like him. It's a good thing it's not what is it, a Jar Jar Binks scenario where everyone's just kill him, just get rid of him. Luckily, everyone actually likes Bumpy. He's a very, very cute dinosaur.
Yeah, Bumpy was very well received.
Yeah, he's probably he or she. Is Bumpy he or she? Doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter.
I think it's a female.
I'm gonna call it a she,
but it doesn't
yeah,
really matter. Yeah.
She is probably the third most famous like character dinosaur besides Rexy and Blue. Like Bumpy came in quick. Like there was probably a lot of kids being Bumpy this Halloween. At least I hope so.
Or people's dogs.
Are you meant to be a rock? Nope, I am a dinosaur.
I'm Bumpy. Any other dinosaurs you guys would like to see?
Mamenchisaurus is on a size chart in Pollens for Camp Cretaceous. We haven't seen that since Lost World, so if that's legit, like something they're planning, that'd be pretty cool.
What was it? What'd you call it?
The Mamenchisaurus. It's the one in the Lost World where the bite goes underneath its legs, makes the big like noise when
okay.
It's
the long neck.
Oh, like,
long neck
really
number 3.
Paid attention of what dinosaur that was. I just, I guess my brain shuts off unless it's like a Brachiosaurus. Every other sauropod dinosaur is just a long neck that I just kind of place in the same.
True.
It's just Littlefoot, But that would be kind of cool too. I don't know. There's so much dinosaurs they could add in there, and obviously we already know that there's going to be the Baryonyx and the Ceratosaurus, and Rexy's going to come in. I mean, I'm assuming the season's only going to have 8 episodes again, so it's going to be hard to get all these dinosaurs in there.
Yeah.
But I think, they got to keep stepping their game up, and to throw in some of these classic fan favorite dinosaurs, whether it's, by the characters, like Blue, we know we're going to get Bumpy, or if it's just famous dinosaurs like the Triceratops or the Stegosaurus or the Dilophosaurus that fans have been pretty much begging and like being kind of annoying about wanting to see for, like I said, my whole life, ever since Jurassic Park 1 came out. They're going to be hard pressed to get them all in there, but I think they should. I think it'll help.